real time.
Hello, and good morning.
Wow. Hello. I guess that means we are all set.
We are indeed, yes.
Good morning, guys. Hoi hoi. Today was the one day I didn't receive any kind of countdown from Michael.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll just go, because the countdown...
I won't tell her I'm about to start. I'll just go.
I'll just go.
Here we are. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Habbo, how's it going, dude?
Good morning, Habbo.
Enjoying all of your wonderful Night Runner Magnum Bullets fan art.
I did just finish reading through the Pegbar chat. Oh my gosh. That new David sketch is so good.
Oh, the one with triangle and circle.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
So much attitude.
So, today is our first Animation Breakfast Club Twitch exclusive day.
Oh shit. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I completely forgot. We didn't let people know on YouTube.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh, we're bad. Oh no. Okay, we'll have to let people know every other time.
Thanks for letting us know about the music, Pablo.
Yes. Thanks very much. Appreciate it greatly. But yeah, hello, Twitch Creative.
Hello, Twitch Creative.
If that is your name.
in the art channel.
We are here. We have arrived. Don't do some animation.
Although it may turn out to be a slightly shorter stream than we'd like it to because people are coming around to inspect the flat.
That's true. We only found out last week that people are booked in for like 8:45 today, so we'll see if they come on time. But we might have to run away from the stream at 8:45.
So we'll be continuing with this project. Do you want to tell them a little bit about it, Swifty?
Habbo knows all about it. But for those of you who might not, this is based on a comic called Girl in the Glim that I did a couple of years back. I am getting back into this year, and I want you to do a little animation of it. A little teaser, if you will.
I just need to...
I'm also sipping tea. It's kind of difficult to sip tea and draw at the same time. I'm giving it a go. Giving it my best.
Giving it your mighty best.
Getting this caffeine into my face is extremely important too.
Okay, I'm gonna start coloring this just to give myself some coolness.
Hey, cats on your face, Tib. Good morning.
Cats on your face, Tib.
They're coming to inspect all of the Wolfie fan art that we've been doing.
Yeah.
Abo. They got worried about us because we were doing so much Wolfie fan art. If they put us away, you guys will have to carry the mantle.
The heavy burden.
Hey, I'm like, good morning. Hope things are going well for you. Welcome everybody to the Twitch side.
Welcome to the Twitch side. Okay, and then I need one color for...
Oh really, Tib? Interesting. Tib says that she started playing with a blender grease pencil yesterday. It's useful for animaticking, but gosh, she really hates the brush system.
Is it updated? Is it the new smooth one that they had, or is it the not new smooth one that they had? Okay. I'm gonna grab this color.
Yeah, I'm very interested to try the blender grease pencil. But I am a little bit worried about the brush system because that's something that's very difficult to get right.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. That, like, it's the thing that you'll be interacting with most.
Yeah, and it's very particular to artists. Like, it's hard to build a brush system if you're not someone who draws. So I hope they have a bunch of people who are used to doing 2D animation with pencils over there.
Nice.
I have faith in Blender though. They seem to do really, really good stuff.
Blender should collab with Krita. I think it's...
Can you imagine? That would be incredible.
Does Krita have sort of vector brush systems? I would assume that they have dabbled in that.
Not that I know of, but is it a vector brush system? I suppose it would have to be, wouldn't it?
The Blender one is like you're doing points on strokes and then it builds like a volume around them.
Yeah, you're right. It would have to be. It would have to be a vector. Maybe that's why they feel so bad. To be fair, as much as I complain about Toon Boom's brush system, it is the best vector brush system that I've used.
I wonder if there's a quick way to assign all of these materials. Oh, I'm an idiot. There we go.
Whoa, Tibbs, that's awesome. Tibbs says, you can link any art system with Blender. So if I could figure out a simple way to draw in Krita and have it all update in Blender so I can use the camera in editing, that would be dope. That would be dope!
Would be dope though. Interesting. Maybe there could be a synergy there then.
A Tib script.
Oh, I do remember Krita's text editor.
How could you forget? It still haunts you.
It was not nice.
Also, guys, Mike and I updated our information below the Twitch window, so there should be like some nice art down there with links and stuff.
Yeah.
Would you guys mind like checking it out and let me know if the layout is working for you? Because we designed it deliberately to be like either on 3 or 4 panels across, but I'm not sure how many people tend to look at Twitch on mobile instead. Do you guys all use desktop? Because if it's only 2 rows, it tends to go out of order. And that's kind of lame. We're still trying to figure out how to fix it.
So Luke's like, kinda is. Could be better or haha, joke, it's gorgeous. Wait, he says Georgious.
You're Georgious. Good morning, David. How are you today?
There we go. Oh, I missed this one. How could I miss this one? Check it out, India.
What's it all about, Mike?
I've got grease and rocks.
Let me see. Oh, grass.
Grease.
Is your grass just you colouring the top of it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's got no texture or anything on it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's good.
I mean, there's no texture in the comics, so I don't want you telling me about.
Excuse me, there is.
Is there?
Yes. Excuse me, I remember drawing that texture. Don't you give me that.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
The text we're supposed to say is jumbled. Damn it. Is that because it's gone onto the new line? What you working on, David? Anything you can tell us about? Spill the beans.
Also, thanks for following us, Haruko. 11 hours ago, but
Oh,
it's
thank
a new
you.
one.
We was offline, so we didn't see, but thank you.
Oh, you're working on a color script.
Wow! That's fun. That sounds fun. Speaking of which, you guys should keep your eyes peeled on the Nights for Light table account. Tuesdays and Thursdays from now on. That's all I'm saying. Pat has some cool stuff planned.
Hey, play repeat. So Habo says it goes like this in one single column: Doig speech bubble, then game streams, and then the Doig Swift graphic, then India's message, and then art streams.
Oh, in one single column.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh no. We'd do it all in one image if we could, but we can't make it any wider than 320 pixels. We'll have to work something out.
Yeah, I think people on like desktop probably get the benefit of it best.
Are you watching it on mobile, Habo?
Hey Shrab, welcome.
Welcome.
Is it Shrab or is it Scrab? Or Strab?
So many possibilities.
On desktop but mobile size browser window. Because he busy.
Oh, cool. I see. That is clever.
Did someone say Nights of Light Table weekly Jackbox streams? Oh, no. No.
Did not, but that'd be great. Can you imagine designing a t-shirt with a Nights of a Light Table? Be great.
I don't know. Would we lose rep for our t-shirt designs?
Nice merch? Nah. So if that's something people are interested in, I can propose it to Pat.
Oh, it here.
Oh yeah, it is. You see, we can't actually do any t-shirts or anything of the stuff we've worked on because that belongs to the clients we worked on them for. So any Knights merch would just be like the Knights logo on stuff.
Yeah.
But if that is something people would be interested in wearing on their chests, then I can tell Pat about it. But I think what people will probably most like is stuff from the videos themselves.
There must be a way to select the invert. Yeah, that's cool. I did it. Assign.
It is a cool logo.
We could put it on pencil cases.
Oh my goodness. When was the last time you used a pencil case, Mike? Because
It's cool.
I never use them. I just stick pencils in my pockets when I go out.
Well, I do have like art tool specific casing bag things. So.
They count as pencil cases, I think.
So yeah, I got one in Tokyo that feels like it's made out of like scuba material, and it popped up.
Mike's finding it as if people on stream. Wait a second, have you got your webcam on?
No.
Alright, well, no one's going to be able to see it. I can, yeah, I mean, Yeah, but I know which one you're talking about already.
Oh. I was looking for my 3DS case.
Found it.
Yeah, I wanted to see if it had my 32 gigabyte SD card in the.
I'm surprised you didn't try in them there drawers.
I thought I did. I guess I was just impatient and rushed.
Oh.
Okay, let's see.
Move from myself.
Here it is.
Scrab is how it's pronounced. Awesome, good to know. Thanks. Also, yeah, Tibbet's terrible because whenever I put my hands into my pockets to get the pencils, I stab myself with the pencils.
Not in here.
Oh no! We've been looking for an SD card so we can download the games onto the Switch that we recently got. Avo got us a game, and so did Sean.
Okay.
But we have no room. We have to buy an SD card.
No room in the Switch. Been taken up too much by Breath of the Wild.
Or maybe we need to Amazon it. Is it in the camera?
There's no part.
Okay.
There's no. Yeah.
I don't know. You would happily buy a nice light table pencil case.
I was kidding. Wait, no, it was too chill, wasn't it? I was like, I remember listening to it. It's some music that was good, but it was too chill.
It was too chill.
There must be a way to apply material to multiple objects.
Can't you just select multiple objects and then use the material command?
Just use the material. Material of use. No, I don't.
Well, I mean, like assign the material when you have multiple objects selected.
I'm trying. I'm using the same action as I would do for applying it with one.
I see, and it's not working.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Onyo. Onyo.
Oh no!
Thanks for that, Swifty.
Shit! It's alright, anytime. I'm here to make noises related to your struggles.
Thanks. Alright. Alright, let's take this. Take this and then let's take a new file.
Wow!
There's a way to copy multiple materials to a bunch of objects. I think it's Control L. Control L is usually like selecting all the vertices of a mesh, but maybe if you're in object mode. I'll give it a go.
Give it a go!
I'm currently struggling with this giving me a new document. Give me new. Yes, new document. Get out of here, Midge. Get out of here. And then
I was watching something regarding the Spider-Verse sound the other day. This track always reminds me of Spider-Man, which is why I'm bringing it up now. But did you know that they used loads of really cool tricks when they were recording the soundtrack for Spider-Man? because it was influenced by hip hop. They had a lot of, beats and R&B and stuff.
Okay.
But the instrumentation they used, they would use different things to make the beats than just the instruments. So the hi-hats are actually the sound of a spray can.
Oh,
so
wow.
they're like mouthy spray cans.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and
That's
they did
really
stuff
cool.
like they covered the drums with newspapers to dampen the sound.
Oh, wow.
It's super cool.
So they kind of make it feel it's almost like diegetic sounds.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. It's like they're mixing Foley with the sound, the music. So sound design and music become intertwined.
That is clever.
Yeah.
Like, that film is masterwork.
It's just cool to see how much the artists put into it. How much thought is behind everything.
Right. Okay, so if we go in here, we select this, and then instead of doing a color, we do an image texture. And we open raise texture. And then I think I'll have to UV unwrap these to see it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and by the way, Mike and I watched Mewtwo Strikes Back remake on Netflix.
Oh my gosh, yes we did.
It's not a great film.
The plot is similar to what I remember, but I did not.
Feels like there's a lot more exposition than there used to be. And the exposition doesn't really explain anything.
Mewtwo just seems like kind of dumb.
He just really like...
Who am I?
Yes, talking continually.
What was I born for? Hi, we're humans. We made you for science. We created you to be the strongest Pokemon.
Who am I?
But why am I here? Like, they just told you.
But I do like the look of it. Like, I like the 3D models. I like the way that they took the art style and kind of rolled it forward. They even have Ash's little lightning bolt blushes on his cheeks.
That's true.
And Jesse and James are great.
You were cackling.
They have this great scene.
Jesse and James.
They have this great scene when they're on a boat, and that's all I'll say. But Jesse and James are incredible. Hey QUJP, good morning. How you doing? Did it make more sense before I got dubbed, Tib? Is that a truth?
We watched it in sub or for net, the new one. I must have watched it dub in the original English, in the original one.
I didn't notice frame rate drops actually. I did not see that. This is Toon Boom that I'm working in at the minute, Kuya, and Mike is in Blender.
Yeah. I am remaking this scene from our comic, Girl in the Glim.
I'm drinking some tea.
I might actually put this image somewhere on screen so people can see what I'm making all the time. Do that there. Do that on Wednesday though. Are your lines vectors or pixels, Swift?
My lines are vectors.
Yeah. Toon Boom has both a raster and a vector brush system. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna take the clouds here and probably like layer them up and then create the swirling vortex stuff down kind of below what's happening. I'll also need to make some Polaroid, I should say. Let's
Oh,
see.
we might actually need to make some photographs. That's going to be tough.
I can make those. If
I
you're
meant the actual pictures on them.
Oh no, I don't think we need to do that.
That's good because
Yeah.
they would need to have things on them which might spoil things.
Yeah. I think you can. I think we can get away with not. Man, this is another. Just put the Slimantha Polaroids on there.
Just the Vanthas in there. Universes are connected.
Add cube. Scale it down. I just noticed there was like a rock. I wonder if I was influenced by Namek when I was making that cover. Yeah. Put a picture of Midge at the theme park with an Agent Bird mascot character. It's pretty good, Tib.
Very good. She loves Agent Bird so much.
Yeah. She does have a fat stack of comics from Agent Bird. For those that don't know, Agent Bird is our friend's animated short. Ethan Yezel created an animated short called Agent Bird around the same time that India was drawing Girl in the Glim, and Ethan's always been really, really supportive of us. And so as a gesture of
Like an
appreciation
Easter egg as well.
for that, India put in what would you call it? Like an Easter
nod?
egg, a
Yeah,
nod, an Easter egg.
Easter egg. Also, you might recognize Ethan's name on the Night Runner credit for Magnum Bullet.
Yeah, he helped us color a lot of scenes.
Thank you, Ethan.
Here we go. This.
More tea is needed. Must consume.
Must consume tea. Reboot.
Oh, really, Habbo? Coloring frames takes longer than you expected. I'm always like happy and surprised at how fast the process is.
Nightwolf was
Complex.
it was a little bit more complex, yeah.
It's true that the coloring of Magnum Bullets was much longer than any other coloring process, simply because of the amount of characters, the amount of layers.
Well, having the color holds on the wolf's fur was probably the thing that took the most time.
Also, having to make sure that certain things were isolated on their own layers, certain colors.
Yeah, we discovered a way around that later, but it was a bit of a hack during the beginning.
I wouldn't say Toon Boom's better than TV Paint. I think they're both good for different things. TV Paint is like it's kind of built by animators for animation, specifically hand-drawn animation. So it's got a lot of tools which are really, really useful that a program like Toon Boom would really benefit in looking into, but hasn't. The brushes feel much nicer in TV Paint as well. The advantage that Toon Boom has is that it's got a great camera system for parallaxing and such. It's really good for exporting, and the brushes can be vector, and that can be very useful in cleaning stuff up and such, because you can control your stroke a lot easier.
I like the coloring system in Toon Boom a lot with its palettes, where you can color frames and then they'll be based on a palette color, and then you can change that palette color and it'll change all the frames you colored. So there's a bit more flexibility and robustness. There's also different compositing things you can do with that, with overriding colors or whole palettes based on like whatever lighting you want to suggest. So,
yeah. Like this is the color system here. So this is the ink color I've got selected, and if I change it, it changes all my frames that use that color.
yeah.
So it's super duper handy. Let's see, I'm on version 12. Yes, sure am. Last time I updated was 2015.
Toon Boom reached out to do another interview with them, so I'm gonna be like, hey.
Last time we did an interview, we asked if I could be updated, but we didn't really follow up. I'm hoping that they haven't forgotten about us, because I would really like to be able to use new features. Thank you so much, Scrab. I'm really happy you enjoyed it. We all worked super duper hard on it, on making it happen.
Yeah, we did.
Oh really? The latest version's brushes are better. I should really update, because I'm a bit worried. We've been having a bit of trouble like nailing brushes in the way I want them to feel. Which has been a real challenge for Mike and I just recently. And if updating means that there's a different brush system that's better,
yeah,
that I'm just not able to use.
You're just not using. Yeah, maybe it'll.
While
maybe
I'm trying to make
you.
the brushes, then it could be causing problems for people who are trying to use the brushes that I'm making for them in animation or cleanup. They don't need to be there.
That's true.
You have the latest version, don't you, Mike?
Yeah.
Maybe I can just hop onto your computer for a little bit later today and check it out.
Sure. Yeah,
Thanks.
you're totally welcome.
Because if I'm the only one on an earlier version, and it's preventing me from making the brushes that are going to benefit the people working with us, then
I'm gonna message Mike and just tell him about that and see what he says.
Please do. Save me from myself!
Yeah. Because I am a Toon Boom ambassador, so I should probably try and ambassador a bit.
Yeah, ambassador me a brush. Ambassador me a new version.
I'll ambassador you a new version.
Thank you. Ah, you're on Toon Boom 15 too. Oh, that's awesome, Harbour. I'm really happy that the Starlight Brigade brush feels good. This is what I'm using right now is the Starlight Brigade brush. Like, it's still the best brush I've ever made for Toon Boom. And, I mean, I don't have the new pressure settings or anything, but even me just using it on Harmony 15, like, it's a cut above the other brushes that I normally use. It just feels nicer.
That's the only brush that Slugs uses. Seems like the kind of brush animators would want.
You might find it a little bit easier with Harmony, Kuya. You can get a free trial from the website that lasts 21 days, so it might be worth doing that. You might find this easier if you find TV Paint hard, because there's only a few things you need to know to do hand-drawn animation in Harmony. You can ignore the majority of the UI if you're just drawing directly into the program, because most of the UI is there for puppet animation.
Yeah, that's something that Toon Boom does that TV Paint haven't focused on, is as far as I know, is the kind of rigged 2D pipelines.
Yeah, if you find it difficult in TV Paint though, you might appreciate the vector brushes here that allow you more flexibility. Like, for example, if I'm inking this and I do a line wrong like that, I can just grab that line and make it into the line I want.
Bullshit.
Just through manipulating it. Yeah, I should really make sure that I share that to everyone. I should do a post about it or something and just share that Starter Brigade brush with everyone, because I don't know what makes it so good. I think it was a mistake, because I'm not the best person at making brushes, but I just kind of hit something good with that one. I feel like people should have access to it, because it makes things a bit easier to use. Yeah, I can vouch for Krita. Krita's fantastic. Again, it doesn't use vector brushes, so you can't really manipulate your lines much once you've drawn them without them fuzzying up. But Krita's brushes feel wonderful. And the animation system in it is nice and simple. If all you want to do is draw straight into it, draw what you see, and you don't want to worry about a lot of fancy camera moves or anything, then Krita's a fantastic option, and it's completely free.
Yeah, it's good for people that are just starting out to get a feel for digital creating and take it all the way through to doing professional work.
Yeah, the latest animation that we have up on our YouTube, which is a Samantha fan animation, that was done animated entirely within Krita.
Let me just show that. I realized, India, that I could use picture-in-picture to show our animation.
Oh yeah? Oh, that's a great idea. Also, QJP, please feel free to share. We love seeing what you guys are up to. Especially because we know some people like to work alongside the streams.
So this was animated in Krita, so the character there, Samantha, who is Rubber Ninja's slime girl. India animated them in Krita, exported the frames, and then I composited the thing in After Effects.
Yeah. Photoshop animation is bad, and the frustrating thing is it doesn't need to be, because Photoshop has an amazing brush system and could feel really good to animate in if they just took a bit more time with their system. The main problem is the timeline and the way that is set up.
They do video layer thing now, but it's still a bit cumbersome.
Yeah, it's still not a timeline though, it's a video layer. It's like you're dragging around video clips in Premiere or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't even naturally count in frames. It counts in 0.01s of seconds.
No, the video one counts in frames.
It better.
There's two types of like animated timeline in Photoshop. There's like the video-esque one that feels a bit more like Premiere, and then the little thumbnail one, which I haven't used in a very long time.
If I had to pick, I'd use the Premiere style one, but they're still both terrible. Neither of them are an actual animation timeline, and that's what Photoshop needs. It needs it.
Let's check out what Kuya was sharing. Oh, cool. You went for a run in perspective. Oh, that's really nice.
Is this the same piece?
I think so. As in,
oh no, it's not.
Piece that we're... No, I think Kuya's just practicing animating.
Awesome. Run in perspective. Nice challenge to start off with. They are tough. I have to do some runs in perspectives on a scene I'm working on, and they're kicking my butt. I did one and I was like, oh, that came out surprisingly well. Maybe I can do this. And then I did another and it was rubbish. And I was like, I learned nothing.
Oh no.
Sometimes what I like to do if I'm trying to track a particular thing is I'll start a new layer and just track that thing on that layer. Like I'll draw over it for every frame and then just play that layer so I can see exactly what the movement's doing. Then I adjust that layer, turn it back on, and then make the adjustments to the layer underneath in accordance to what I did. If that makes sense.
I think it made.
Tell me if that didn't make sense. The overall movement's looking nice though. You know, and that's the main thing you want at the beginning before you start tracking everything and trying to get everything feeling regular.
I was like, India, do you remember when you used to animate with different colors in one drawing?
I do! I missed that. Yeah, I do. I looked at some old animations a little while ago, like a couple of weeks back, and I was like, oh yeah! I remember I used to do that because I didn't want to waste time turning my pen over to get the eraser, so I would just draw over it. I did that again recently, actually.
That seems like it'd be really messy.
Yep. I love it though. Turns out I still do that when I feel stuck on one layer.
Oh yeah,
luckily,
the
this
owl.
animation is so clean already in terms of the lines that I'm using. And that's because I traced it over the panel. If this was something with a lot of movement, I'd be more likely to do that kind of thing again.
Just trying to remember if we did stuff beyond the panel.
Me too, Havo. It feels so long ago now, doesn't it? Before any of the Knights of the Light Table stuff happened.
Oh, that was all flat.
Feels like aeons ago. You know, you ever look at some of your old animation and you're like, how did I do that? Am I still that good? I didn't feel like I was good at the time, but now looking back, there are some things in this thing I made that I'm like, huh, I can't remember how I did that.
I still really like the color choices in this page, so that's a relief.
That's good.
I think I could have done something more... I think I could have done something better with the center feeling of this maelstrom. Looking back at it, like it's a little bit of muddiness around here particularly.
Too powerful straight to inking. It's more just like the image is kind of already there underneath, so there's only tweaks I need to make to it to make it animatable rather than having to do it from scratch. Yeah. However, it's almost like the ignorance and the fact that you were just doing it for yourself for fun meant that you felt more free to experiment and therefore you made more interesting choices. One thing that I've noticed working on a lot of client projects back to back or working on very big videos back to back is that you learn a lot from the other artists on the project you're working with, but at the same time, because you feel less able to experiment because you want to make sure that you kind of hit what you need first time so you're not wasting time on the project, you experiment less, and therefore it's a little bit harder to grow in that respect.
I feel what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to allow yourself to make the mistakes that are gonna allow you to grow and learn. Because you feel like if you make those mistakes and have to redo stuff, if you don't go for a sure thing, then you're gonna end up wasting time. I think it's really important to have that kind of creative freedom. Maybe that's why it's so important to have some personal work on the side a lot of the time, or just some space to chill out and draw stuff for yourself. Oh, and Kuya, you can find a bunch of our older work on YouTube. We basically keep all the archives of the old live streams that we did, so you can find them all there.
Wow.
YouTube.com/YouTube, eh? I wonder if YouTube have their own YouTube channel.
I wonder.
They must do.
Oh man, I think I was typing and then you said YouTube and I just oh dear. There you go.
Yeah. I think a lot of the stuff I like that I used to do too. Like I think a lot of it was just me looking out, and I'm not quite sure what I did, and I wasn't sure at the time either. Sometimes you just get lucky, I guess.
We should have a showreel somewhere on the YouTube.
I'm super excited to make a new showreel with stuff from Starlight Brigade and Night Runner. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are calling out that scene where Triangle is showing their grief while they're riding the bullet.
Yeah, I'm incredibly happy that people like it because that took a really long time to do. Pat is right though when he says that scene is a combination of a bunch of different people's efforts.
Yeah.
That scene was entirely boarded by Pat. And all of the lighting and the effects on it were all done by David. I'm very happy that I got to clean that one up myself though.
And animate it.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm happy that it didn't end up going to someone else for cleanup just because I wanted to like really try and control what I was doing there. And plus my roughs were very rough, so I would have felt really bad for anyone having to work from them.
India, would you say they were rough?
I would, Mike. I would. But yeah, it's difficult to say how much was brought to that shot by David without showing people, but I hope that we can show people when we share the work, like the huge difference that was made there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the project like broken down for people that are enthusiastic about it.
Aw, David, thank you. David has had to clean up in the past extremely rough animations of mine, and he's always made them look 10 times better than I would have if I'd cleaned them up. So maybe I should have just given that scene to David instead, and being like, David, work your magic.
No, I think there's something integral and core to you that you needed to do that yourself.
I think honestly it was more of an emotional thing for me wanting to clean that scene up.
Well, it was your last scene, wasn't it?
It was my final scene on the project, and it was also I guess it was one of the scenes that I was most proud of the roughs for. So I really wanted to follow through and finish it. Yeah, what's your final scene, David? The smoke clouds. They are incredible, though. Oh my gosh. Your effects animation is off the Shazane. Are you kidding me?
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh. The smoke that you animated where the three wolves run out of the smoke and it deforms behind them as they run. That was like masterful, dude. I don't know how you understand how to pull shapes around like that.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Trying
to comp that one.
What about you, Habbo? What was your favorite? What was your final shot that you did on the project? The last scene you worked on.
Oh, hey, Laura. Laura says, hello guys, huge congrats on the Magnum Bullets video. It's superb. Today I'm going to start working on a graphic novel that's due for August, and you're keeping me company in this fine morning.
Oh, you're super welcome.
We might have to run off in like 15 minutes.
That's true.
But
we have to end the stream early today because we have people coming around to look at the flat, which sucks. But there you go. But we hope that your comic is going super well. You got this. You can do it. Look at that line. It was beautiful. Keep going.
Okay, if I add a new object, a new empty
You did a great job with it, Havo. Like, it looks fantastic.
circle.
The great thing about that shot is that, like, the legs are mostly hidden by the smoke, so you can kind of jank it a little bit if you need to. A lot of animation is about fudging things and then, like, trying to hide your fudging. Make it look believable and feel believable, even though it's not believable.
Okay. So, cool. This, and then, wow. This isn't what I expected.
Was that your final shot on the project, Habo? I'm sure you worked on stuff after that.
Yo,
Hey!
thanks for the follow.
Thank you! You gave us a ring!
Miss 163. Welcome.
Welcome, and thank you.
Let's see.
Oh yes, of course! You lit Pat's shot of Star running through, cutting everyone up. Gosh, that scene. I still look at that scene that Pat animated of Star running through and cutting people up. And I'm like, what? What did you do, Pat? I don't understand how one pose goes into the other pose. Like, it works so well when you watch it through. And then I like go through frame by frame trying to analyze it. And I'm like, I'm obviously not at the level where I can understand how this is working yet. Every single pose is gold. I know! I know! I don't understand how he did it. The swipes on the sword too, the way they work, and feel like they flow together. And I look at the frame by frame and I'm like, how is this flowing? Have we watched Keep Your Hands Off Isaacin? We've watched the first episode and we really want to watch more of it because we love it.
We love it so much. Yeah, we need to watch that, India. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely do.
I'm trying to do something with the photographs that I've never done before. It's particles in Blender.
Are you making the photographs into a particle effect?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then you're going to make it tornado.
Then I'll make a tornado, yeah.
Wow.
Let's see. Okay, so
That's a really cool idea.
Where do I... Thank you. So if I move the... Yeah, okay. Cool. How do I make the thing that is emitted be a photograph?
Hey, Verti. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend?
Oh, Verdi, you're watching the Nuzlocke. Yeah, it's I get angry.
Yeah. And also, we were recording Nuzlocke, and let me tell you, blood has been spilled, guys.
Oh yeah.
I felt like we were doing so well, but things have happened.
Just one lapse, and then it's all done.
It's all over.
Ender's path, physics, expectation, cash. Oh hey! Thank you for the raid, Lucas Phoenix. Welcome.
Hey, Lucas Phoenix. Welcome. Thank you.
How was your stream? What were you up to? Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Animation Breakfast Club, where we make animations for breakfast. Thanks for the follow.
Thank you very much.
To give you an idea, Indy and I are creating an animated teaser based on a comic we made a couple of years ago called Girl in the Glim.
Yeah.
And this is a page from the comic. And so it has our protagonist, Midge, and she's in a bit of trouble here.
She's in the eye of the storm.
Eye of the storm. And so what I'm doing right now is taking the layout of the comic page and recreating it in 3D.
And I'm animating because that is what I do.
Yeah, India's animating the character Midge. And what we'll do is, got the camera, I'll switch off the, if I select this, camera, switch off the background image, hit 0, and move on the Z.
How is everyone doing this morning? How are you guys? You have a good stream?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Luke says, stream was alright. It started off pretty unmotivated with my drawing, but Pal Bro fella hopped in Discord call with me and helped me out.
Oh, Pal Bro!
Pal Bro! He's a pal, he's a bro, he's a friend.
He's Pal Bro. Pal Bro fella.
Pal Bro is an astonishingly lovely person. One of the kindest people I've met.
I'm currently trying to make this photograph be a tornado. I don't know how.
He's the best Pal Bro and fella. It's true. Hey Pal Bro, we are singing your praises. Bertie, we love your star emote. Bertie has made Night Runner wolf emotes for us. It's awesome. Enigmatic Amelia says it's technically morning here. It's 3:36 a.m. Oof.
Thank you for the follow, Enigmatic Emilia.
Thank you very much. It's 8:30 for us in the morning.
Oh, hey, it's a Wobunion. Welcome back.
Yo, Wobunion. How's it hanging?
Where is your setting for your particles? Where is it? Is it physics? No.
Bertie, that's so late. / early.
Render. Maybe it's render. Coordinate system, render as object? Instance object. Photograph. Where are you? Lattice. Photograph.
Mike's trying to make the photographs into a particle system so he can swirl them around. Pretty cool.
Oh, I did it. They're tiny, but I did it.
You did it! Nice job!
Scale 1. Yes, look at my fat stack.
Look at your photographs!
There's so many. Look, check this out. They fall.
They stack.
They stack. Photograph stack. Photo stack.
It's like a Jenga tower of photographs.
Okay, so physics, forces. I don't know what Brownian is. Sounds great though. Integration, midpoint, deflection.
This music's off the Chazane.
It's
like someone went mad with bagpipes or something.
Yeah. Well, it's got the Scottish flair. Well, it sounds like that sort of instrumentation.
But synthed.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't sound natural.
Velocity. I wonder if I could add like add another thing where I have simulate ocean.
Well, Bunyan, we do have a Discord.
Wind. Where's wind?
It's not public facing though. We tend to invite people who are artists who are trying to like improve, or animators who are, you know, focused on the learning and everything. Like it's not just a chat Discord, it's a working Discord. So if you guys want to be a part of it, just send us over an email with your work. It's basically just to make sure that people are cool, nice people who are actually interested in art before we just like open the doors.
The email lets us get to know you a bit, but also have a way to DM you.
Yeah. It's doigswift@gmail.com if anyone is interested. You want to go to Scotland? Scotland's great! It's super nice. They have a castle in their city. It's cool. And cannons.
Yo, thanks for the follow. Chaotic. Are you a fan of Sonic?
Chaotic's crew is in the house!
I've added drag.
Nice.
Oh, there they go.
I appreciate it. The animation principle right there.
How do I make wind?
How do you make wind?
Don't
Eat some chili, have a burrito. There's so many different ways.
randomize. Oh, there we go. Spiky. Oh, where's velocity?
Power, of course, please do. Spicy.
Randomize. Object align. Cool. Let's have it 20. Yes! Spit out those. Look at these photographs.
Oh wow! What are you creating over there?
It's all her memories. They're being extracted.
Nice. That's exactly what I was going for.
Photostar him, yeah. I need to find a way to randomize where it's emitting from. Source, volume, particle phase, jittering amount, not an even distribution, a random distribution, random.
Death by paper cuts. Yeah. That's how the comic ends, guys. Midge just gets paper cut by all the photographs and it's over.
Physics type.
Oh, Kuya JP, you can totally do the stuff we do. We're just a couple of goofs balking around. You can totally do it.
Boyd.
Right, let us know if there's anything in particular you want to learn and we can show you what we did and how we did it. This is the kind of stuff pretty much anyone could do.
There's a physics type here called Boyds.
Oh, Boyds! Oh, look at them Boyds!
I think this is actually a physics simulation AI for birds.
Those Boyds are drinking coffee.
Called Boyds. This might be good. So I saw like a good tutorial from Ian Hubert talking about how to use the Boyds to make like fireflies, and I think that might be a really nice way of showing like they're swirling around Midge. So I'm gonna look into that for next time. That don't.
Maybe you could use it for debris as well. For debris.
Debris. Boyds.
Hey, it's Debris. How you doing, Debris? We ain't seen you around these parts in a couple of weeks. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Oh, bro. Where's the cat cam? I think Doig's webcam's off at the minute. The cat's just sitting in the middle of the floor, not doing anything. Yeah, she's just loafing. She's not very interesting right now.
I wish we had some sort of way to have like a wireless camera.
Hey, Ferdy! Hey! Oh, why you walking here? Why? That's my New York impression.
I just realized that we could use your iPad to sit it wherever Buffy is, and then use AirPlay to put her on the screen.
David says, "Ow." Sorry, guys.
Idiot, no.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You needed to hear that.
Fluid.
That's all I got. I'm out of gas now.
Oh, it wasn't playing. Oh, I'm an idiot. I've been putting in all of these like. There we go.
You do your British accent in loud voices, and we'll just scream at each other in different accents. That sounds good.
Rotation, random. Yes. Where do I choose how many are getting emitted? Number. Okay, let's bring that down from 1,000 to like 50. Yeah. Look, India. Photograph.
Oh, cool. Where are they coming from? Where did they go? Where are they coming from? Can't I, Joe?
You get out of here with that shit. You get out of here with your Cotton Eye Joes. If we ever meet up, hopefully this summer, we have to record that conversation with Doig in the back just sipping his tea and covering his face.
And you and me screaming at each other in a public place and causing a ruckus.
What about when you redeemed a highlight message? Wow.
Use them points.
Yeah, what would you guys want the point things to be called? I thought keyframes might be kind of fun. Because it's an animated term.
It's an animated term, but I feel like it's kind of... Oh, what's the word? I can't think of the word. It's gone out of my head. But I feel like it maybe is a bit too... not obvious enough in terms of what it means.
Oh. Verdi suggests call them tweens. Because they're things that get between you and me.
Get tween you and me. I mean, I like tweens better.
How about get out of here with your poo-poos?
Because keys can mean a couple of different things. And to people who aren't animators, like, there's a very quick, obvious first meaning that isn't what it is. Whereas tweens... Well, I mean, I guess we could be talking about children
people
of
in
an
their
age
20s.
between... Them tweens.
David says call them doigles.
Doigles? I'll take 3 doigles. That will cost you 17 doigles. Kind of love those.
You want to call them?
Doigles
Do you want to call them doigles then?
I mean,
you have 100 doigles.
I kind of love it. I feel left out though. I don't get a currency.
Swiftykins. They don't really swirl. I wonder if there's a swirl. Springs advanced. Advanced. Springs.
Oh, this easing gonna be so tight.
I wonder what happens if I keyframe the rotation of the emitter, so...
Girl, your easing is so tight. Can I make a sexy animation song one day?
Girl, your easing is so tight.
Girl, your easing is so tight.
Let's see. Oh!
Farts. Nice. If Renee had them, she would call them farts. Does Renee have channel points? I don't know if Renee streams often.
I don't know.
But she would definitely have farts. Farts are pretty good. Toots.
Okay, let's see. Lifetime. Lifetime is... Okay, we kind of want it to be 200.
I'm sipping tea and thinking about it.
You're sipping tea, huh?
Yeah. Yours are platinum coins / points. That's... Yeah, but... Pal bro, that's awesome. We need something as good as that.
Animons.
Animons. Anemonies.
Anemonies.
How many anemones do you have?
Burb seed is pretty good.
Biscuits.
What about biscuits?
Cookies.
Oh, cookies for the trash bot. Cookies is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, George. Welcome.
Sketcheroonies.
This is great. Like, just like... Pop, 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 pop.
What
It's
about
like,
frames?
yeah, frames.
How
could
many
be cool.
frames you want to spend? How big is your budget? Put it on ones. 60 frames a second.
I mean, I feel like frames is very close to my suggestion of keyframes that you didn't like.
You said keys, though.
Keyframes.
It's not so good.
It's
It's
not-
not good.
We could do frames. Peg points.
Peg points. It's also pretty good. But no one's going to know. Well, some people will know that they're peg bar. It's a peg bar reference.
Oh, no, not nodes. No. No.
Anything but nodes. Errors.
David is referencing the fact that a lot of my work in Toon Boom revolves around using the node system. Look, it's like it's dealing cards to imaginary floating players.
You get a card, you get a card, you get a card. Okay, I want a nice clean game. Whee!
I want to know how to
kinda
make
love it.
them. I want to know how to make them like swirl.
Maybe you need some kind of...
There must be a way. Oh wow, the physics type is
Can
fluid.
you just turn gravity off?
I forgot I did that.
Like, can you reverse gravity?
Can I reverse gravity?
Yeah, so we keep going up rather than...
Probably. Oh, that is a good point. They shouldn't sink, should they? They should keep going up.
Yeah. So you just really need them to be going upwards rather than downwards. So if you reverse gravity...
What if I said that their math was -1? Nope. That...
Then they are nothing.
then they are indeed nothing. Okay, they are 3. Yeah, no.
David's trying to discourage us from changing the laws of nature. You can't stop us. Wow, they are having some trouble.
I think because I made their mass so... 5. Turn the particle creator upside down. I don't think that works already, but
I mean, it's not a terrible idea.
it's not a terrible idea. Well,
Just flip everything you've modelled and put the camera underneath.
oh my god, we could
You
do
could
that.
totally do that. Just put the camera at the bottom instead of the top and turn all your things upside down.
No, we gotta let. No,
That's the India way. Just bulldoze through everything.
I'm not turning it over. I want to learn how the particle
Turn
works.
your monitor upside down. That's it. We'll just turn the export upside down and everything will be fine.
Nah, changing the emitter, it's still using the same rules. It's just it has a different way that it shoots them out now.
I love it because it emits in its own way. Whoa! I made a photograph to fly around my screen today. Whoa!
Tonight.
Nice. Rounded it off with the old classic. Tonight.
Okay, I'm using the fluid physics type. So fluid interaction, advanced, springs integration, timestamp subframes with point deflection. Don't die on a hit. No. Let's turn up the Brownian. What does that do? Very little. They go up for a little bit. It is like they're being suspended in water, which I like. What happens if I just do Newtonian? Oh, it's lame. Fluid. Buoyancy. Buoyancy.
Oh boy!
10.
So buoyant.
There we go.
Oh yeah,
There they go.
there they go. They're on their way.
0.1. No, they need to be 0.2 buoyant.
At least 3 buoyant. 3 buoyant for me.
Okay. 0. They going up? Nope. 0.6. Too much. Oh, maybe not. Not when you're looking above. They still need to like keep traveling around though.
Whoops.
3 boinlings. When you're gonna get more Magnum Bullets model sheets, I got an old one to reference, so I thought a newer one could help me make circle and square.
I guess you'll just have to keep your peepers peeled on the social media account.
Yeah, you gotta follow the Knight's Twitter, because that's where all the behind the scenes go.
Free model sheet for all followers.
That's true.
Not true. Don't.
Well,
don't quote me on that. Don't tell Patrick.
in terms of it'll release on the Twitter, and if you're following it, you'll see it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of true. We thank you so much for linking us to the Joe Ishii concert in London.
Oh heck yeah! We really want to go. We want to go so bad. I will cry so much. I will cry at least twice as much as Joe Hisashi does.
We're almost at 700 followers, India.
Really?
A number. Yeah.
A number. This is a number. It is large. It makes me happy. My heart swells. A haiku for you. 700 followers is now true. Thanks to all my friends
it's soon
and
true.
pals. This is a good day.
Ah, that was a Doig Swift haiku coming straight to your faces.
Yeah, there you go. That's my appreciation in haiku form.
I think if I... What if I turn down the viscosity?
What if I turned down the biscotti? What would the waiter do? Would he throw it in my face?
I need
Ever since the day I turned down the biscotti, life hasn't been the same.
40.
People don't look at me the same on the street anymore. That's the girl. The one who turned down the biscotti.
Oh, that's too fast. Oh, I can change the object velocity. So it can emit at like 10. Cool. And
Don't
then
forget the spaghetti like you forgot the biscotti, pal bro.
if I turn up the object velocity, turn up the randomness.
LOL random! Does that mean we have to have a ton of memes on our stream now that you've turned up the randomness?
No. Get out of here with your memeing.
Do we have to, as they say, shoop da whoop?
What?
Do I have to fire my lasers? Do we have to do the nyan nyan dance? But you can't stop me. We memeing like a crazy frog. Ming, maning, ming, ming, rum, 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 ming.
Was that like the original meme?
Yeah, in 10 years I will floss, I promise you guys. If we're still streamers, in 10 years I'll floss then.
Ring-a-ding-ding-ding. I hate that popularized the theme tune from Beverly Hills Cop.
What's the theme song from Beverly Hills Cop? Because I've never seen Beverly Hills Cop, so...
We need to fix that. Oh!
Ring ding. Okay, cool. Now I know.
It's featured in the film. I think it was written for the film, but I can't confirm that. But yeah, it made me so mad. They're like, oh, it's a Crazy Frog. I'm like, no, it's Eddie Murphy in a cop film.
Well, now they know. Freshest memes here, daily. Except we don't stream every day, but you can still come here if you want and just
just hang out.
Just sit in the chat by yourself. It's a chill place to be.
I wish they kept swirling. How do I make swirl?
What? Abo says, I remember my dad showing me the Crazy Frog video when I was little, and he said, "Look, it's you." I was like, yay. Abo, at age 5, I was born a crazy frog.
I once asked my dad, I was like, Dad, what accent do I have? And he was like, you have a television accent. I was like, oh.
What does that mean?
I guess it just means like I didn't really have a regional one from around me. I got my accent from watching TV.
But there are so many different stations on TV. Like in Ireland, they have their own, Irish stations where there are Irish programs in actual Irish language.
Sky TV then, or whatever. But people do say I have a really soft Scottish accent. I was talking to someone from the north of England, and they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry to say this, Doig, but I thought you were from Ireland." I was like, "Well, I live in Ireland." She's like, "Oh, all right, okay. Well, that might be why I think that." I was like, "Yeah, I'm Scottish though." And she was like, "What?"
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah, from Scotland."
Yeah, it's interesting what people think your accent is depending on where they're from.
Yeah.
Like, Americans tend to think that you are from Ireland or Scotland, but a lot of people from England think you're from Canada or, or sometimes America.
We had a guy come to check, like, I think he was fixing the water pressure in our apartment in it would have been in Leamington Spa, so that was like Midlands, England, and he's just like, "Oh, what state are you from?" And I'm just like, "Scotland." He was like, "What?" Like, yeah, Edinburgh, Scotland.
It is interesting because Mike's entire family have extremely strong Scottish accents, so it's
it's not quite as strong as the ones I do in like the Let's Plays and stuff, but that is me sort of channeling, like overly channeling what my family kind of sound like. It's hard because my parents are from Edinburgh, so they had a like more Lothian accent, but it's softened as they've lived in the Scottish borders for so long.
The Bible says every time I speak to an English-speaking native, I make sure to drop at least one or two Mamma Mia's from time to time. Thanks, Mario, for making it universal. You can't be Italian. You're not saying Mamma Mia.
Palmer's like, what? You said Saskatchewan? No, Scotland.
I should make sure that I drop in a few Pip Pip Cheerios every time I speak to people just to make sure they know that I'm from England.
I'm trying to think of anything you genuinely say.
Book up, old fellow.
Book up.
Spit spot.
Okay.
Alright, mate. Alright, love.
All right now.
Hello, hello, hello.
I guess bollocks is like
Bollocks. Bollocks. I'm sorry, I'm just enjoying saying words now.
redeem points to make India say word.
You can't stop me from saying word, so redeem points to try and stop me from saying word. Bloody hell.
Say tally ho.
Tally ho! We're off to see the Queen! God bless her!
And everyone.
How did we end up living in Ireland?
And you got a job.
I got a job.
That's pretty much the brunt of it.
Parents are pissed, but the kids love it.
Thanks for the host, pal, bro.
Thank you, pal, bro. I got a job at Boulder Media doing animation. It's my first animation job. And then we moved here.
Yeah, you left me.
And then we stayed here for a little while.
We've been here for like 4 years or something now, India.
Feels kind of crazy to be here for that long. I'm not used to staying in any one place for more than like a couple of years. So I'm starting to get itchy feet and look around at where else we could go. I'd love to go to Canada. I'd love to live in Canada.
Is it weird to think that we've spent more of our relationship in Ireland than anywhere else?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. I guess not really. Like when I think about when we were living in Stoke, that feels aeons ago now.
Yeah.
With that little desk.
That's
and we would
true.
sit on the floor next to one another and listen to the Game Grumps play Sonic as we were
Yeah, my
working.
life changed when I met you. You were like, hey, have you heard of the Game Grumps? I was like, no, what are they?
I'll show you.
Boom. Yeah. That was the two kind of monumental shifts in my life was, hey, have you heard of the Game Grumps? Nah, who are they? I'll show you. And what kind of tea would you like? Oh, I don't like tea. Oh, you will.
I'm glad that you ended up liking both of those things because otherwise it would be kind of difficult.
Lemon difficult, yeah.
Yeah, difficult, lemon difficult.
I love that tea story. It's true. It's genuine. I was like, oh no, I don't drink tea or coffee, and she was just like, huh? You will.
Yeah, visas is a problem. I think you can get working visas for Canada fairly easily, but I think it's going to be really difficult for us to move anywhere without having something to move to, because Ireland's really expensive, so we definitely don't have a lot of spare cash at the minute. And moving costs are pretty high. Like, I can't imagine just going to Canada and being like, I'm sure we'll find a place. We'll just bunk on someone's couch for like a month.
Lunar Killer, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to our goofy bunch. Are you also an artist or an animator?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. The people who are coming to the flat are not here yet. They're meant to
Yeah.
be here like 25 minutes ago.
That's very true.
How are we meant to plan anything?
Hopefully they're not trying to call Declan and just be like, hi, we're at your door. And he's like, hi, I'm not there.
A flatmate Declan is who arranged it, but he is currently in America. So, he's not here.
Earl in the Glim. What am I doing? I'm doing silly things. I'm doing absolutely silly things. I have it open here. So,
Rincey's going to be in the US for the first time next week. Oh, have a great time.
wow.
Enjoy it. Whereabouts are you going to go? What's that favourite tea? My favourite tea is Earl Grey.
Yeah. I shift between that and Lady Grey. I like them oranges, yo.
And how did we meet? A good question. I hired Mike to work on an indie game with me. And then we just hit it off and started chatting outside of work.
She was very professional.
I was. And
Yeah.
then we met up.
You sent me like really professionally written like emails, and I was sitting at the other side going in my underwear going, oh, work, awesome.
I hope you understand I was writing those professional emails in my underwear.
Great, that's awesome. And then she wore a Pikachu onesie, and the rest was history.
Yep.
Yeah, the first picture India ever sent to me was her in a Pikachu onesie, doing like a Fonz kind of like. Yeah.
It's so comfortable though.
You still have that.
Yeah, I do.
You were like, I'm gonna go chew up. I'm gonna go get the chew. And I'm like, awesome.
I'm gonna put on my Pikachu. Aw, thanks, Bertie. I took pains to try and make it cute. That was like photo number 700 or something.
Really?
Yeah, of course. I didn't just like send you the first one I took. I tried to take one which was cute so I could send it to you. So I wanted you to like me.
Oh, what?
And I was worried you wouldn't like me if I didn't look good, so I was nervous.
I still have that picture. I could go find it.
You don't have to go find it.
Okay, I won't find it. That you don't have to go find it is please don't go and find that.
Well, it's just going to be 10 minutes of you looking through your imager again. I appreciate you keeping it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to...
Definitely don't feel very photogenic, so I have to like take pains to make sure I'm presenting my good side.
In her first pic, India took the camera shifted as she was falling back in her chair. I do have a photograph of you
of me falling backwards over a grave.
She made a grave mistake.
I was being a goof in a graveyard that we were walking through, and Mike was taking a picture of me, and I was like backing away, and I didn't know there was a grave behind me, and he took a picture as I fell over, and it was amazing. It's just my legs in the air with like a grave in front of me.
It's good though, because I have the before and after picture.
Yeah, it's got like the progression of me backing up. Thank you, Levival.
Okay, so let's paint out some of these islands so we can use the backdrop for the animation.
That was amazing. The Arcadia stream. That was really funny. I was talking, my chair just started spinning away with me on it, and there was nothing I could do. I was lost to time.
That was funny, because you literally were just like, what? I'm going.
Well, I don't know how you guys sit when you're working, but I sit cross-legged. So on my wheelie chair, I don't have much control if it decides to just start going.
I think you were sitting on my chair, and that's what it does.
Yeah.
I'm too heavy, so this is me sitting in the chair.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You are sitting on it sideways, though.
I am, yeah.
If you have the back where your back is, does it spin on with you on it?
Yeah.
Yes. You see, that's what happened to me.
Maybe I've just subconsciously been like, no chair. And sitting on this edge. Yeah, it doesn't spin when I'm on thing like this. I should really use the back support.
Bertie, you sit on your feet. Why is that a bad habit?
Because it cuts off the circulation.
Oh. But so long as you like flex your feet every now and then. Bertie tried to teach me how to use her wheelies.
Oh, I thought you would be so much more... I guess you were indoors.
You thought I'd be so much more what, Michael?
Adventurous and being like, pah!
I was scared I would slip backwards and then I'd die, and then everyone would be like, this is the worst visit ever.
Yeah, I feel like if you'd been on your own, you'd be like, wah! And then we arm wrestled. That was fun times.
Yeah. I lost it on wrestle. I was really sad. Can't believe I lost to you.
Did you? Okay.
Must have been a bad day.
Yeah. I was. You were obviously feeling at your weakest.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with me.
That's true. You had the progression of that arm wrestle. It's basically me looking like I'm really straining against Mike for like 4 pitches, and then just me dead on the table with Mike victorious.
I'm just smiling at you in every photo, not moving.
You're laughing at me as if my strain is funny to you. I'm gonna train.
You're gonna train?
To train my one arm. I have one really beefy arm.
What, like that M. Night Shyamalan character?
Yeah, exactly like that. From the Shape of Water? Lady in the Water. Go on. I appreciate you trying to teach me the wheelie ways, though. You were so confident on them. I think with practice, I could one day be that confident too. And we could wheel together.
Friends who wheel together stay together.
Wheeling around at the speed of sound.
Got wheels on our shoes and nowhere to go.
Heelys. That's a name, not wheelies. Heely wheelers. Oh, Sonic designed ones. That'd be so cool. I want those soap shoes that you can grind on rails with that came out when Sonic Adventure 2 came out.
Come on.
There we go. That's
There's the
that's
cleaners.
a door.
Alright, we have to head off.
Well, do you want to go buzz them in and then we can end the stream? They have arrived. Ooh.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We will be back on Wednesday, where we're continuing this project. Let's find someone to raid before we end for the day. Let's see. Let's raid Adam. He's awesome. He's a really cool animator working on a Brackenwood short film.
Sounds good to me.
Go tell him to go shout adventure at him.
Yeah. Everybody have an awesome day!
And may the rest
of your day
be filled
with
adventure. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.